Chapter 1, 1686. Giant Monster, Fang Yuan. 1. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. After searching for so many days, Fang Yuan found another grotto heaven, and it had not annexed any nine heavens fragment. But this is a transformation path grotto heaven. My transformation path attainment level is somewhat insufficient. Master, Grandmaster, Great Grandmaster, Supreme Grandmaster. Fang Yuan was a Grandmaster in transformation path. He was lacking attainment by an entire level. The lack of attainment level was not an issue because it could be resolved with Dream Realms. Southern Border had plenty of transformation path Dream Realms, which were enough for Fang Yuan to break through to Great Grandmaster attainment in transformation path. It was just that he would have to face some hurdles. Besides Dream Realms, Fang Yuan had another backup method for transformation path attainment level. It was to use Calamity Beckoning Immortal Goo, Immortal Tribulation Tempering Aperture, as well as Reckless Savage's True Meaning in the Northern Icy Plain. The original owner of this grotto heaven was a transformation path rank 8 Goo Immortal who had passed 1 myriad tribulation. Rank 8 Goo Immortals had to pass 3 myriad tribulations. After that was rank 9. Myriad tribulations were terrifying and were also called apocalyptic myriad tribulation. To rank 8 Goo Immortals, there was a huge danger of dying, but also the chance to rapidly progress in their cultivation. 1 myriad tribulation and 2 myriad tribulations were classifications of a rank 8 Goo Immortals cultivation level. If Fang Yuan annexed this grotto heaven, his cultivation would immediately soar to 1 myriad tribulation level. Such terrifying progress could definitely make Heavenly Court panic. Duke Long and Bo Qing were also only at 2 myriad tribulations level. Passing the 3rd myriad tribulation would be rank 9. Duke Long, however, knew he was not cut out for that, so he merged his immortal aperture with Heavenly Court, changing to a phantom aperture. On the other hand, Bo Qing tried to advance but perished. Since this beast calamity grotto heaven has not annexed a 9 heavens fragment, how did it pass the calamities and tribulations? It would not be easy for it to repeatedly pass calamities and tribulations just using its own strength. In the past, Langya Land Spirit was afraid of calamities and tribulations, so he lowered his grotto heaven to a blessed land. This was a very wise choice. Of course, the method to downgrade a grotto heaven to blessed land was extremely rare and was not something any grotto heaven could use. Heaven form flew in circles while transmitting information. Fang Yuan discovered a peculiar phenomenon. This grotto heaven's calamities and tribulations were of one kind. They were all beast calamities. Beast calamities were a type of tribulation. Sometimes they would be formed from desolate beasts, and sometimes from ancient, desolate beasts. In this grotto heaven, heavenly tribulations were desolate beast calamities. Grand tribulations were ancient, desolate beast calamities, and myriad tribulations were immemorial, desolate beast calamities. What method is this? It can actually restrict the type of calamities and tribulations. If everything is a beast calamity, it will be really easy to deal with them. After all, beasts have physical form and are not difficult to block, unlike rain, wind, and fog. As heaven forms continued to probe, Fang Yuan discovered deeper information. He sighed. So this grotto heaven is not restricting calamities and tribulations, but transforming any calamities and tribulations into a beast calamity. Truly an amazing method. There were many kinds of calamities and tribulations, but their formation would be influenced in this beast calamity grotto heaven, transforming into ferocious beasts in the end. Apart from Calamity Beckoning Immortal Goo and Immortal Tribulation Tempering Aperture, Fang Yuan finally encountered another method that was targeted towards calamities and tribulations. That was beast calamity, transformation. Every grotto heaven that can continuously exist is not simple. Profound literature grotto heaven is like this. Beast calamity grotto heaven is even more so. This is truly an unexpected surprise. This grotto heaven contains a huge population and countless resources. And more importantly, the method of beast calamity transformation. I need to get this method. It will be very useful in dealing with my tribulations. Thinking of this, Fang Yuan transferred his white lychee immortal essence to the heaven form crane. A wild light slowly expanded as Fang Yuan flew in. He was not blocked by any rank 8 Gu immortal this time because there was no rank 8 existence in this beast calamity grotto heaven. However, when he was entering, the whole grotto heaven started shaking. A profound and vast strength came from every direction, not only influencing the white light, but also exerting pressure on Fang Yuan. What is this? Fang Yuan was slightly bewildered at first before quickly reaching realization. There was a strange expression on his face. So it is like this. I am not from this grotto heaven and came from the outside world because my strength is too powerful and the grotto heaven wants to reject me. It is treating me as a tribulation. This beast calamity, grotto heaven could transform calamities and tribulations into all kinds of beasts currently. This force was influencing Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan pondered. It is possible to forcibly resist this strength, but I fear our fight might end up destroying this method. Although Heaven Form discovered several inheritance grounds, which the original owner left, what if the Beast Calamity transformation method is not recorded there? Just in case, it was better to maintain Beast Calamity Grotto Heaven in its original state and not destroy any crucial arrangement. Thinking of this, Fang Yuan boldly retracted his defenses. He then felt endless temporary transformation path Dao marks being added to his body. At the same time, his other Dao marks also changed into transformation path Dao marks. Amazing, amazing. Transformation path can project every path. Transformation path Dao marks can transform into any path's Dao marks. Right now, this transformation has been turned upside down, changing other paths' Dao marks into transformation path Dao marks. Fang Yuan sighed and praised repeatedly. This method is beyond ordinary. It seems to involve the deepest profundity of transformation path. It feels like I only need to get in and out of here a few times and let this influence affect my body to comprehend the true essence of this method. Of course, the quickest method is to charge to those several inheritance grounds and seize the true inheritances there. I can check if there is the original record of Beast Calamity transformation. Fang Yuan's body was transforming and constantly expanding. He gradually turned unrecognizable as he transformed into a beast. If not for Heaven Form already inspecting clearly that this transformation had no side effects, Fang Yuan would not have dared to accept this kind of influence. Bellow! After a while, Fang Yuan turned into a large monster with a bull head and human body. He was as large as a mountain, his skin as tough as steel. Bull hair filled his body, and his nose let out rough breathing noises as he took large steps forward. The whole Beast Calamity Grotto Heaven was shaken. Countless people looked at the sky and saw Fang Yuan. After a momentary daze, screams and shouts filled the sky. Monster! A monster has appeared again! This monster is so large, its aura is also completely different from the previous ones. Quickly call our beast warriors! Under countless people's anxious anticipation, a combat beast warrior appeared. This was a middle-aged man with rank 7 Gu immortal cultivation level, but his aura was somewhat strange. He looked plain and his expression was serious as he moved to the top of the city wall. There is only one record of such a huge monster appearing in history. I can feel an incomparably terrifying force with just one glance at it. He sighed inwardly while clenching his fists, the fire of battle intent rising in his eyes. But for my homeland, to defend love and justice, I will defeat this monster no matter what. Come, my combat beast. Transform one. The middle-aged man shouted loudly, and his whole body started to emit light. Shortly, an eagle cry could be heard. A silver-white giant eagle flew over from the horizon. This was an ancient, desolate beast. The silver-white giant eagle's body also started to emit light. The middle-aged man jumped while the silver-white giant eagle swooped down. The lights on both grew increasingly brighter, and when the two met in the air, the two lights merged together. Boom! The lights dissipated. With an eagle head, human body, and 2 wings on his back, a beast warrior as tall as the city wall showed up. The crowd immediately cried out in joy. He's here! Our eagle warrior has appeared! Go, eagle warrior! Kill this giant monster! We support you. You will definitely succeed. Amidst the crowd's cheers, Eagle Warrior flew to the sky and charged towards Fang Yuan. He cried out in his mind, I won't let anyone down. Come, let us have a great fight. Bam! A crisp sound echoed. The silent Fang Yuan slammed down on Eagle Warrior with a single slap. Boom! Eagle Warrior's body drew an arc in the sky like a falling meteor before fiercely colliding on the ground, forming a huge crater with dust flying everywhere. The crowd went silent. An intense dizziness almost sent Eagle Warrior unconscious. He used all his strength to conquer it before barely subduing the dizziness. He then slowly climbed out of the deep crater. What happened? I was actually slammed to the ground by this monster? Eagle Warrior reacted only after a long while. Recalling that scene, his eyes revealed an intense fright. That speed just now. This is absurd. How can such a large body move, have such nimbleness? This is impossible.